Temu, owned by Chinese low-price online retailer Pinduoduo, garnered both attention and criticism recently. Its product quality is so poor that even overseas Chinese people are unwilling to buy from them. Let me show you what I bought on the overseas version of the Pinduoduo platform, Temu. Some say Temu is about to surpass Amazon, claiming that the items on Temu are cheap with great prices. Let me show you the quality of these items. This is a USB tactical flashlight, and it's made of plastic. The gaps in this thing are huge. The quality is terrible. This is a Damascus steel kitchen knife with laser printed patterns on it and a plastic handle. Listen to the sound of this metal sheet. This kitchen knife bends with just a slight twist. The quality is awful. Now look at the quality of this bone cutting knife. Listen to this crisp sound. Also, this dishcloth is absolutely the same quality as a Pinduoduo platform in mainland China. It's dreadful. These Chinese customers who have purchased products on the Temu platform have been complaining about the poor quality on Chinese social media. One person said, "I bought a kettle on Temu and used it once. The handle and spout of this kettle actually melted." Another person nicknamed Tian said, "Temu is a rubbish app. The items are cheap, but they are all three no products. No production date, no manufacturer info, no production address. It's unusable. I installed it after using it twice." Another person expressed curiosity, saying that he wonders who says they are getting good quality from Temu because his purpose of shopping on Temu is for cheap deals. He always chooses the cheapest option, but every time he receives products, their quality is terrible. Only the expensive items have slightly better quality. However, he thinks that items at the same price can be bought on Amazon, so why bother using Temu? Another Chinese user even received products with a quality not up to standard label. Foreign consumers shopping on the Temu platform have also exclaimed, "The product quality is terrible. It's like receiving garbage." One foreign user showcased Nike shoes purchased on Temu. When you buy a pair of shoes on Temu. Another foreign user shared their surprise at the electric rice cooker purchased on Temu. When you buy an AirPod on Temu. Another overseas user shared the new Apple phone they purchased on the US version of Temu, which turned out to be more like a toy phone. They complained, "I will never buy a phone on Temu again." Terrifyingly, such things frequently occur on Temu. An American user bought a keyboard cleaner gadget on the platform. The product description claimed that this keyboard cleaner could not only clean keyboards, but also clean the air conditioning vents in cars and other difficult to clean corners. However, upon receiving the cleaning gadget, a strong odor came out, and it felt like mucus upon touch. Worst of all, it was entirely ineffective when using it to clean the keyboard. This American user's complaint resonated with many others, as many users had the same issue with the poor quality, incorrect sizes, mismatched goods, and other problems on Temu. In addition to individual user complaints, government authorities in some countries have also found shocking quality issues with products on the platform. In March, the Seoul government in South Korea conducted tests on 31 closely related products sold on AliExpress, a Chinese e-commerce platform. The results revealed that 8 of the children's products contain excessive levels of harmful substances, some of which exceeded the standards by dozens of times, causing great concern to the Korean government. Among them, children's handbags were found to contain 4 phthalate plasticizers in excess of the standard by 55.6 times. Children's water pipe toys also contain the same substances, exceeding the standard by 33 times. Even 2 pencils and a wooden magnetic fishing toy were found to contain these harmful substances. Before the quality issues were exposed in Korea, Temu products had already become notorious in Europe. According to German media reports, the toy industries of Europe ordered 19 toys on the Temu platform and sent them for testing. The results show that 18 of the 19 products had safety hazards and broke EU safety rules. This 95% failure rate was indeed shocking. Reportedly, among these 19 products, 18 pose safety risks to children, including cuts, choking, strangulation, puncture wounds, and chemical injuries. For example, the metal bells on a baby rattle were too sharp and could cause cuts. Another slime toy was found to contain boron levels 11 times higher than the EU standard. However, European law does not strictly define the online platform's responsibility for the quality and safety of the products sold. Despite Temu's apology and commitment to adhere to the relevant laws and remove a few problematic toys, who can guarantee that it won't continue selling such toys? Are there similar problems with other toys on the platform that have not been tested? What would happen if this incident occurred in the US? Parents of children who bought these toys would likely send their children for detailed health checks, followed by class action lawsuits. ultimately receiving substantial compensation after several years. In response, the Federation of German Consumer Organizations called on the government to enact stricter regulations to hold online platforms accountable for the quality and safety of their products. They say that European consumers' general understanding is that goods purchased through legitimate channels meet EU standards. However, this view no longer applies to online shopping platforms, especially Temu, which directly sends products from overseas manufacturers to consumers. With hundreds of thousands of e-commerce packages arriving at EU customs every day, it is impossible to inspect them all. For goods under the €150 duty exemption threshold, inspections are only carried out in rare cases, making it impossible to ensure the quality of the items reaching consumers. Temu exploits European consumers' mindset, leveraging a global strategy of low pricing. By making European consumers believe they are getting the same quality for a cheaper price, the platform attracts many users and traffic. However, the actual quality of the products purchased is poor. While attracting more users, it also attracts more sellers, thereby achieving its next goal, squeezing sellers to make more profits. This cross-border e-commerce businessman explained why he is unwilling to sell things on Temu. Let me tell you why I'm unwilling to be on Temu. It's because I believe your products can be cheap or even given away for free, but can we focus on the quality a bit? You might have heard that the US might start cracking down on platforms like Temu and Shein soon. I strongly support the US's approach. Don't rush to say I'm unpatriotic. I'm in the retail business. I know the same product can be classified into different qualities. But Temu's rule is whoever is cheaper gets to sell, and the platform doesn't want higher priced products. In such a situation, what can merchants do? They can only lower the quality of their products. Many of the poor quality products on Temu are caused by this rule. I don't even dare to use those low quality products myself, so how can the platform dare to sell them to customers? Additionally, Temu sellers showed how the platform exploits them. This platform withholds payments for long periods. Its model is truly devised by the Chinese. The platform withholds your payment for 3 months. You earn money 3 months ago, but you can't get it until 3 months later. And it puts heavy pressure on prices. Initially, you might get enough profit margin. They might let you sell something that costs $2 for $10. But later, they keep pressing your prices. You might think we make money by the number of sales, like selling something that costs $5 for just $1. Even if we sell 1,000 a day, we could still make $1,000. But the Temu platform keeps withholding payments. Eventually, you only have the cost left, can't earn a penny, or even lose money. Add to that the 3-month payment hold. It's just unsustainable. Before, China's Douyin platform praised this platform, but now everyone criticizes it because it seems like Temu is operating with sellers' money. Many sellers can't continue and have to close their shops.
I have a steady 1,000 to 2,000 orders on Temu, but because my prices are too high, all the money I earned is frozen on this platform and I can't get it. I really want to ask all the sellers, would you be willing to do this kind of business? Temu not only imposes a 3-fold or 5-fold penalty, but when your price doesn't meet its desired low price, it restricts your withdrawal limit and even limits the number of new products you can upload. How can you do business like this?
Of course, this isn't even the most shocking part. Temu's penetration of the worldwide markets using false advertising is the ultimate scam. To attract international users, Temu issued cash coupons using roulette gambling games and pyramid schemes, causing huge controversy. According to the South Korean Yonhap News on April 8th, the South Korean Fair Trade Commission is investigating Temu for suspected illegal use of false and exaggerated advertising. The Commission's investigation into the platform focuses on whether it violates the consumer protection rules stipulated in the Electronic Commerce Transactions Act and the provisions of the Fair Labeling and Advertising Act regarding false and exaggerated advertising. It's not just South Korea suspecting Temu of false advertising. Last year, after Temu launched in Spain, it received a lot of criticism after just 4 months. According to Spanish media reports, Temu has become one of Spain's most criticized shopping platforms. Many users said shopping on Temu is a scam because the promised prizes are fake and have never been redeemed. And if you want to win those prizes, you have to provide personal information of other contacts to register, but you don't actually win any prizes. What also makes consumers dissatisfied is that Temu does not provide invoices to companies. Orders are problematic, there's no contact information, and calling customer service takes a long time, and so on. In response, Temu stated that according to the platform's terms of use, The platform cannot guarantee the quality, safety, or legality of the goods, nor does it assume any responsibility for the actions of sellers and other users. This kind of fraudulent behavior is all too familiar to Chinese Pinduoduo users. The most famous is a Pinduoduo slash-to-win scam. Initially, Pinduoduo launched an event called 1/1 Big Prize to enter the Chinese domestic market. The rules were that Pinduoduo users could share the event link in their account with WeChat friends, and each friend who clicked on the link could slash once. Each time someone participates, you get closer to the required amount for winning, starting from a set amount like 100 and decreasing to 0 for success. The more people participate, the higher the chance to win the ultimate prize, which could be something like a desired rice cooker or an iPhone. However, the event doesn't disclose how many friends' participation is needed to claim the prize. Consequently, many users realize that, despite receiving help from many people to slash, they still can't claim the prize. A game blogger named Super Xiaojie participated in the Pinduoduo slash to get a free phone activity. At that time, he called tens of thousands of viewers in a live broadcast to help slash the price. But after 2 hours, when it reached 0.0001 remaining, he still didn't succeed. Later, the blogger called Pinduoduo's customer service to inquire about the situation, but the customer service directly hung up on the call without responding to the blogger's questions. In addition to false advertising and promotional fraud, the Temu platform is also accused of stealing user information, mirroring the practices of the Chinese domestic Pinduoduo platform. Pinduoduo has been exposed. The well-known antivirus software, Kaspersky, has revealed dozens of wrongdoings by the Pinduoduo platform, categorized into 6 major types. First, it's suspected of collecting private information. Pinduoduo uses rogue programs to infiltrate users' phones, elevating its own permissions to collect your Wi-Fi, contacts, calendar, and even chat records and voice data. This is why Pinduoduo can accurately push you what you want, immediately offering you relevant products after you mention something. Second, to prevent you from uninstalling Pinduoduo, it seizes various whitelist permissions in the background, making it impossible to close no matter what you do. It also makes your phone slower and drains the battery faster because it continually consumes power and computing resources in the background. Third, it maliciously attacks other apps to ensure its own platform is the one that runs on your device. Fourth, malicious inducement. Pinduoduo bypasses system restrictions, directly pushes various full-screen ads to users, then intrudes into the user's calendar, notifications, browsers, and forces these programs to push ads to users. Fifth, it prevents uninstallation. Sixth, malicious installation. Even if you manage to uninstall Pinduoduo, it has ways to reinstall itself. Now, as Chinese cross-border e-commerce continues to enter international markets, many governments are worried. These e-commerce platforms not only harm the interests of small businesses and manufacturing industries in their own countries, but also may transmit personal information of their nationals to the CCP. Recently, 2 Republican senators in the U.S. urged the Biden administration to investigate and ban Temu. Senators Tom Cotton and Marco Rubio separately wrote to the Biden administration expressing their concerns about the platform. Senator Cotton mentioned in his open letter, as with TikTok and other invasive Chinese apps, Temu has no place in America. It's a threat to American producers, investors, online retailers, and every single American's personal privacy. I urge you to investigate Temu and to request the authorities necessary to protect Americans from this dangerous Chinese application. Senator Cotton also pointed out that Temu is favored not because of fair competition, but because of a combination of well-known Chinese practices such as intellectual property theft, government subsidies, and human rights violations. For example, Temu directly copies Amazon's storefront and then sells Chinese knockoff products at extremely low discounts. Temu is also likely profiting from the use of forced labor. Senator Rubio's open letter also addressed similar issues. He noted that in January 2024, Temu was the most downloaded app in the United States with 51 million monthly active users, a 300% increase from 2023. Shein and Temu are popular for their extremely low prices, a result of a combination of intellectual property theft, trade exploitation, CCP strong support, and the use of forced labor. He said it's because the Chinese government violates the U.S. Uyghur Forced Labor Prevention Act, UFLPA, that there are such low prices, adding that private firms and journalists have unearthed compelling evidence that both Shein and Temu are facilitating the entry of goods made with Uyghur forced labor. Rubio also urged the U.S. Secretary of Homeland Security, Alejandro Mayorkas, to investigate Temu and the Chinese fast fashion brand Shein, stating that if they are found to violate the law, they will be listed under the UFLPA entity list and their products will be restricted in the United States.